Greetings. We trust that you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We're going to talk a little bit today about our November sales report as it pertains to listing and exactly what's happening at the lake today. November this year is much like November of last year, and that kind of seems to be our theme this year. There's not a lot of changes. For year to date through November 30th, total sales in 2010 were 1,673, and they're 1,713 for 2009. In November, a little better in 2009, at least for the number of sales, 164 versus 118. If you talk to 100 agents at the lake, I think 95 would tell you that it feels better. Even though the numbers don't necessarily point out that the market is getting better, the feel is that things are improving. And with that thought in mind, homes over 800,000 have been particularly difficult to sell in this environment. And last year at this time, for the fourth quarter, October, November, and December, through this point, we had sold 6 homes. This year, we've sold 3 homes, but we also have 4 pending and ready to close. So, not a lot of difference, but agents, I think, across the board will tell you that it's different. It feels better, at least. Condos have also held up relatively well, especially in the fourth quarter. Condo sales last year were 89. This year, October, November, we've sold 79 condos. Showings are pretty much identical to last year, 91 for 2009. This year we've had 83. Interestingly enough, we had 11 price changes on our listing last year. We had the same number this year. To wrap up my segment, I want to talk just a little bit about foreclosures. Sometimes the way people look at news, they say this is bad news or this is good news. Today this is just news. Last year through November in the MLS, we had sold 142 foreclosures. This year we've sold 251 foreclosures. When you break that down, every sale out of every 4 sales this year, 1 is a foreclosure, and last year it was 1 in 7 sales. Part of that is due just to the sheer volume of foreclosures that have come on the market this year versus last year. The interesting thing, the average is $108,000 for each year, the average price of a foreclosure. And if you want to see the silver lining in all this, of the 251, there were only 12 sales of $300,000 or more that were actual foreclosures. So you can see most of the foreclosures are in the lower priced properties. Last year, only 5 sales were over $300,000 of the foreclosures. To conclude this, I want to tell you that beginning in 2011, we're going to start a new and exciting program. We as a team will start touring and be touring once a month all the homes in a particular region or particular area of the lake, or it may even be a particular street. And we're going to update you both by mail and by video about our tour and about the market for those homes. So we'll have more information. Watch your email, watch your post office box for that information. The Krantz team would like to wish you happy holidays, and we'll look forward to seeing you next month, where we'll have all of the stats from 2010.